I've been smoking, smoking, smoking all night, but still stick it got me open, open, open. Got me feeling all nice, got me thinking I should pick up my phone just to give you a call so I can break you off. She gon' come through for a nigga. She know what to do for a nigga. Little mama had plans, but she blew them up for a real nigga. Just to do it all for me, nigga. I swear she go hard for me, nigga. Popping them bottles and getting wasted. She taking back all these shots. She ain't leaving the penetration. She turning up for a nigga, working it for a nigga. She like, fuck it, tonight I'ma do it all for this nigga. Oh yeah. She gon' come through for a nigga, cause she heard him in the city, city, city. She gon' do it all for a nigga, cause she heard him in the city, y'all. And we faded, taking shots, get naked. No game, she know what I do when I'm in that thing. She gon' come through for a nigga, cause she heard him in the city, the city, the city. Girl, ain't nothing. I call you up, you pick up.
Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of the OD. It's your girl Tasha B, and
I am your boy Shannyn Casino.
That's right. And we're here for another episode brought to you by the Social Maximus. Make sure you follow and subscribe on YouTube and Instagram, all social media outlets.
And don't forget to click the little bell.
Yeah,
click the little bell to get the notifications that we are on, and that let you know that we are another episode is coming your way. So so that you can tune in and subscribe. Send it to your friends, subscribe, and kick it with us. Just join the conversation.
Yes, yes, yes.
Who's that? Somebody just joined in on with us too.
Oh, okay. I can't see. But how you doing?
Right.
We also live, y'all, for the first time. So we working this out.
Right.
OD Live.
OD Live.
So how you doing this week?
I'm doing good. I'm doing
good?
good. Yeah. So it's been this week was, it's like, it's already the end of November.
Already.
It's like the month of November just shot right on by. It's like, man, it's like already tomorrow is Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving.
You know, it's like, yeah, so it just kind of, it just shot on by us right there, you know.
Came out of nowhere. You ready?
Yeah.
You ready?
Hey, and good riddance, because I'm ready for 21. Let's get it. Let's get it in. Yeah, because 2020 has it has just done some. It's very very lows and had some ups, but mostly lows in 2020. So
right.
Man, I'm ready for 21.
Let's go. Let's go.
What about you?
I'm ready for 2021 too. You know, it's just let's leave this year behind. We're gonna start fresh.
Absolutely.
And you know, nothing's guaranteed, nothing's promised for 2021, but we got the faith that it's gonna be a lot better than this year.
Absolutely. I know I do.
Right.
So what about Thanksgiving? You good for Thanksgiving?
Oh yeah, I can't wait to eat. Ugh. And I'm gonna be sick. I'm gonna eat myself until I get sick. You know why? Because I don't eat like how I used to eat. Mm-hmm. So when I do eat like that, I get sick.
You get sick,
but it's not gonna stop me.
Yeah, all the great. This is that one time of the year that you take in all you healthy people out there, you fit people. Mm-hmm. This is that one time of the year that you just go ahead and you just let it hang out. This is your cheat day.
Cheat day.
Cheat day right here.
This is a cheat month. You just munch.
I know I
have. All month.
This month I was getting it in.
Yeah.
I got it in the whole month. I was eating stuff that I was like, damn, I was at at Popeyes getting Popeyes chicken sandwiches and everything. I was like, I don't even like, why am I doing that?
Right.
All this bread and chicken bread, all that
right.
stuff. But I was getting it in this month. This month has really showed me that I'm just greedy.
Right.
This month showed me.
It's greedy.
Absolutely.
Oh, too funny. Yeah. But let's get into this episode's topic this week.
I'm ready. Let's get it.
So our topic for today is it okay for your ex to be cool with your family after you've broken up? Interesting topic, right?
That's deep.
Yeah.
That's deep right there.
Right.
Is it cool for your ex or your family, or for your ex to be cool with your family still? Mm-hmm. That's deep. That's deep. I know a lot of people go through that. Mm-hmm. A lot of people deal with that. Have you ever had to deal with something like that?
I haven't myself had to deal with stuff like that. But I've had friends that experience that or trying to draw the line with family members of their ex after the breakup.
It's tough. I think it's tough. It's tough, especially depending on how long you may have been with a person.
Right.
You know what I mean? If you've been with a person for a long time, then the family, of course. You've been with a person for a long time, then the family has this relationship with that person that you're with too.
Right.
They try to build that relationship, and then sometimes you find the chemistries from the family to your ex, and they just have this chemistry, and it works out. Mm-hmm. But unfortunate for you, and maybe whoever else that you're trying to be with or moving on to, it's tougher for them because then the family sometimes seem like they're not accepting to the new person. Right. Even if the new person may be what's good for you, might be what's best for you. So do you guys, any one of you guys ever been through a situation like that? Like where you your ex is still cool with your family members, or you have family members that's still cool with your ex? Is that cool? Right. Is that cool to do? Like, I don't know. Like, right. I know for me, that's not cool.
It's not cool.
That's absolutely not cool. I'm not really well with that because, what if? What if I'm trying to move forward because maybe the relationship that I was in, it ran its course, it did what it was supposed to do. Reasons and seasons, we talk about that. And it did what it was supposed to do, and then now the family is holding on to that person, or that person is holding on to your family. It's just, it causes so much drama. Yeah. Okay. It brings this level of drama that is not really necessary. And usually that happens too when you have somebody ex that's not ready to break up, and so they all of a sudden make your family they're cool people, like because I'm not ready to break up, so and I'm not cool with this breakup, so I'm gonna go and every holiday, every situation, I'm gonna be at the family's house, kicking it, hanging out, and things like that. And it just makes it hard. It makes everything awkward. And what's funny is sometimes the family are so entertained by it. The family is they're like, let's see how you gonna get out of this one. Let's see how she gonna. Let's see what this happened. Or they, they'll start bringing up. When you bring the new person around, they start bringing up the ex, like, such and such called today and wished me happy birthday. This one right here you with didn't call me and said nothing. It's like relationships are crazy like that. So yeah. Is it cool for your ex to still be cool with your friends? Is it cool for you? Are you okay with that?
Okay, so I like to, I'm an optimist. I try to see the positive in everything.
So positive.
Right. Peace and harmony. Right. So, but I get what you said, about, the ex trying to come around the holidays and stuff. Like me personally, I don't want to be trying to, show up for Thanksgiving with new bae. Right. And here come old bae out the kitchen with mom with a pie. Like, what are you doing?
Right. That is not cool, man.
Right. So cool. I get it. Yeah. But at the same time, I think it depends on the relationship that your ex had. If it's been like years and they actually developed a strong relationship with one of your family members, a cousin, brother, sister, mom, aunt, sister, whatever. Right. As long as y'all's relationship has nothing to do with me, or trying to get us back together, or anything like that, then all right, y'all keep y'all's thing, keep it distant. But if it starts hitting too close to home, I'm gonna have a problem with it. Right.
I think one reason that a reason that you can the family can have a relationship with the ex, and the ex can have a relationship with the family if there's children involved.
Okay.
So if there's children involved, then okay, you know, because once kids come into the picture, kids trumps all situations. You know, the kids trumps your feelings, her feelings, their feelings. That's what the kids do. They trump all of those feelings.
Right.
So if there's kids involved, of course, because you know you still want the kid to have both sides of their family have a close bond with both sides of the family,
right.
And you don't want to. So now you have to work around the emotions and the well-being of the kid. You know, so now whatever your ignorance is or whatever your attitude is with your ex and all that has to go out the window. I feel like. So I feel like you know when your little cousins are having birthday parties and things like that. Okay, then you know the ex may have to bring the kid over to the house and everything like that. That's one thing.
Right. Okay.
That's one thing. You know, so they can chill and spend time with their family members. And I think that's very, very, very important. But I think that's the one reason, one of the reasons that maybe a ex can still come around the family when kids are involved.
Right.
But then even that would be like there's a boundary to that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because if there's no boundary, because some people use the kids too.
That's true.
To get in the good graces of mom of the ex's mom and dad and sisters and brothers and stuff. I think the worst thing is when you have a ex, like for a man like me, like you have an ex-girlfriend and she's real cool with like your sister, and it makes it so hard for the brother to have a new woman because the ex and the sisters like this, that's my girl. We didn't grew that bond. So now it's like, now your sister, we supposed to be blood.
Supposed to be my blood.
But it don't work like that. It's like now your sister is the inside spy for the ex-girlfriend. It's like it's the worst, you know what I mean?
Right.
So how do you guys feel? Like, you know, like is it okay? Like are you not having that? Are you okay with that? Your ex being cool with your family, your family still being cool with your ex. You guys let us know. Right. Comment on this thing because I'm curious to know. Like how do you feel? Or like when an ex has a close bond to the parents.
Okay.
You know, I know a situation where a guy and his girlfriend, they broke up, and the girlfriend was still living in the house that her ex-boyfriend's parents lived. Like she was still living on the first floor.
Oh wow.
You know, and wait, it was his apartment. He moved out. He moved out. Because they broke up. And she just stayed in that apartment and continued to grow a bond with his mom and dad.
Wow. Okay.
You know, so it made it awkward for this guy to come around with a new bae. Like it's like new bae just, you know, she just, you know. It's,
see,
you know.
In those situations, you gotta... It's so much.
It's
so
deep,
much.
right?
It depends. Like if there is some sort of shadiness behind it, you know, if
ulterior motives.
Right. You gotta know this too.
Yeah.
You gotta really know your ex, and you gotta really know your family member.
Absolutely.
To figure out the intent behind their relationship.
Right. Absolutely.
So.
Because it can be, you know, some people are just out to get some, just being conniving.
Exactly.
You know.
So if you have to make it clear to both your family member and the ex that you're not comfortable, you're not cool with it.
I'm not cool. Yeah, you got to tell the family.
I'm not cool
I ain't
with
cool.
it.
This ain't going down.
Right.
This is too much for me.
Right. And if it turns into a situation where you're not cool with it and it continues, you might have to distance yourself from both parties.
Both of them.
Sometimes, you know,
happiness is worth that sometimes.
Happiness is worth it.
Happiness is worth, you know, chopping the family off for a minute. You know, at the end of the day, they're still your family.
Right.
But you know, but you have to chop them off for a minute.
Right.
Just so that they can get, because like I said, some family members are just entertained.
Right.
So they'll mess with your ex just because they know that it aggravates you.
See, that's you got to look at the intent behind the relationship.
Right.
If you're looking at it and it's like, oh, it's innocent, you know, it might be something you could deal with, but you can still like, I don't want you talking to her that much.
Right. I mean, y'all talking a little too much.
much. And some people, you know, when they break up, they don't even want to be connected to their ex in any type of way. Like, they might have a family member or somebody that might try to reach out or still be like, oh, how you doing?
Right,
like,
right.
I know you're not together no more, but, you know, we're still cool. And if it's awkward for you, it's like, you know, you don't really have to call me. Like, I understand you're still trying to be nice about it, but, you know, we can still be cool, but, you know.
Yeah. I look at it like this. Here's how I look at it. Yeah, me
chair.
too. Today we spinning. We rolling.
Right. What's going on?
We having some technical difficulties, but rock with us. I look at it like this. It brings me to a question. Now, you let me know if this is the same thing or not. But I look at it like this. Is it okay for your homie to date your ex? Is that cool for you?
For your homie to date your ex?
Is it cool for your homie to date your ex?
Nah.
So why is it cool for the family to still be cool with your ex? We got a real, this is a real bond right here. This is for real. This is.
I get it.
Forever.
That's different though. That's different.
So that it just brings that question to mind for me. Like, is it would never be cool to date your ex. Like, you know, for people, you know, people have different situations, you know, where that kind of situation would work out. Okay. And it has worked out because it has happened before.
Right. It happens.
It has, and it happens. But
you date one person and then you realize, no.
And then you end up with the friend.
You know what, the friend is actually better for me.
Right, you know, and usually that still depends on the other person being okay with that too. We only dated for about 6 months. Right. You know, it didn't work out for us, but you know, they was feeling each other, you know. You put your pride to the side and be like, look, we still homies, you know. Yeah. Sometimes it's like that.
Right. But look, for me, loyalty is important. It's key. So you have to have that open communication with your friend and with that ex. So
absolutely, if
y'all cool with it and you're open and clear about everything, hey, such and such tried to holler at me and I kind of like him. Would you be okay with that?
Right.
And that's cool with it. Okay.
Then that's cool. Then you get the pass.
Right.
But if not, from what I understand about people, it's never cool to date your homie's ex.
That's usually not something that you would pursue, go after.
Yeah, you know, it's not. Yeah. And that means, you know, you've been plotting on me for a long time.
Now.
Like, you've been looking at my thing for a minute. Like, we supposed to be homies, but, you know, it happens.
Right.
So you guys let us know. Hit us up in the comments. Definitely share this episode because I definitely want to hear people's views on this because this is absolutely something that I've been through in my life before. And you know, people have different views. Some people are like, no, it's not cool. Some people's like, yeah, I guess so if it's about happiness and things like that. So, I heard someone say, I have kids. She had kids and she was dating this guy and he got attached to the kids. So her question was, so wait a minute. She said, so if me and you break up, you're not going to talk to my kids no more? And see, that's one of those things I'm like, now is that a motive? Like, wait a minute, how does that work? Like, if it's, are they they're not his kids. Right. I don't know. They're not his kids. If y'all broke up, you know, I don't know. It depends. You know, how long have y'all been together? Did he have a part in really raising the kids? Because if you've been in a kid's life, you know, I think you make a difference in a kid's life, you know, in a major way. I think if, you know, over 3 years you've been with a woman and you've seen a kid grow up in 3 years. Kids grow up real fast in 3 years. That's true. And they know you, they remember you. So maybe you owe some type of responsibility to that situation. But if me and mama's not together no more, like, nah, you can't call me for school clothes next year. Like, I'm just... Like, no, I'm not getting you shoes, the new Jordans, no Jordans for the new school year. You don't even play basketball, really. But, you know, me and mama ain't together no more. I know it was fun, but, you know, me and mama, it ain't work out.
Right,
you know?
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
You see, know. Like, so is it cool? Is it cool to still hang out, kick it, vibe out with your ex's family? You know, would you do that? What kind of, like who are you? What kind of person are you?
Right.
You, do you still hang out with your ex's family? And if so, you might have a good reason.
Right.
Leave that comment. Let me know how it worked out for you.
Right.
Because I'm trying to figure some things out. I'm trying to figure some things out here. OD, like I said, it's not about us telling you about life. This is the open discussion because I'm here to learn from you as well. That's why those comment sections are so important to me.
Yes.
So make sure you guys do leave a comment and share because you may not have an answer for me, but if you share, somebody else that you know might have an answer for me. And I'm about getting down to the bottom of things.
Yes.
You know what I mean? I want to know what's going on. I need help here. Help a brother out. All right? Yeah, so how do you feel? Like, you know, like if you was with a guy and he had a kid and then you and him broke up, do you feel obligated to still stay in contact with his kid?
No.
You done with the kid too? Damn!
Don't make it sound like that. Don't
She's
make it
done with the kid too. Kid gone.
Don't
Take her with you. Take her with you. Take the shoes, the PlayStation, and the kid too. Take them both. Gone.
It's too much of an attachment. It's too much of an attachment.
Yeah.
Y'all really learned a lot about me in the OD. Let me tell you. And it ain't like, get out of here, kid. No. I mean, I think I would kind of, over time, kind of just gradually try to fade out the picture.
Yeah.
You know, if the kid has some sort of attachment, but, you know, I would definitely let, you know, I don't know, you might have to talk to little.
No, mama, let her know, like.
Right.
You know, I know you liked her, but,
right.
Didn't work out, you know. Didn't work out.
Man, it's tough. It's tough, yeah.
You guys, listen, this is the OD open discussion, and we really want you guys to kick it with us on this one, man. Just let us know what you're feeling. We are feeling good about it. You know, Thanksgiving is tomorrow.
Oh man.
Thanksgiving is tomorrow already. You know, like I said,
New Year's before you know it.
Oh man, you know. How many of y'all gonna go stand out in those lines and for this Black Friday thing? Y'all gonna do that? Hey, listen, I feel like, listen, if you woke and you know better, you do better.
Listen,
you know, like, listen, that's how I feel about
this
all
whole
that.
year should have taught you better.
What? This year should have taught you some things.
Right.
2020 should have showed you, gave you 2020 vision.
Right.
About what's happening right now.
What's really important.
What's really going on.
What really matters.
Right. So, listen, save your money.
Hello.
You know, if you, listen, save your money and wait for another time.
Right.
You know what I mean? Go shopping on June 19th. I'm just saying.
Listen.
I'm just saying.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do something else. Let's work this out another way.
Right.
Turkey Day. You know, I think just give a shout out to the Native Americans for tomorrow. Definitely want to give a shout out to the Native Americans. They were the first people here.
Right.
And they were doing their thing. And we came and just rudely interrupted their lives.
We didn't, but...
Well, we didn't, but, you know, we was connected to some other people's stuff. And we came over here and just bombarded their whole land. And so for that, you know, I honor you. I don't know about everybody else. I don't know about all the viewers, but I know that I honor the Native Americans, the Indian people, all of the tribes that are still here in America today. I salute you all. Right. I salute you.
Right. This is where this tradition came from.
Yes. I salute you on this land for tomorrow's day. So it's not really about turkey for me and stuffing and all of that. And all of that stuff. It's really about really showing my respect to the first people of this land, if you will. I hope that didn't go over anybody's head, and I hope that didn't disrespect anybody. But if it did, oh well. That's how I feel. This is the OD, and it is open discussion. If you don't feel that and you didn't like that, leave a comment. Yeah.
That's right.
Anything else you want to go in on this about? Because I think we might have made some people mad.
Listen.
What you want to let me know?
It's the open discussion.
It's the open discussion. It's the OD, brought to you by the Social Maximus.
Yes.
And my name is, before we go, I also want to say one more thing before we go too. Like I said, 2020 has been really rough for everybody, for families.
Right.
And especially with the coronavirus going on. Like I said, wear your mask.
Absolutely.
Every one of you, when you're out in public, wear your mask. It is important.
Yes.
Do that, because I want to see you again.
Yeah.
With coronavirus taking so many lives and everything, and still so many shootings in the black community and things like that, and just overall untimely deaths,
right,
in our community. I got a word a couple of days ago that a close family friend of mine, the son of Bobby Brown, has passed away at the age of 28, and I got a chance to make some music with him in my home studio here in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Yeah.
And my heart goes out, my prayers and my condolences go out. My family has been connected to his family for many years.
Yeah.
Even when I was a little boy growing up back home in Boston. So my heart goes out to the Ward family and to the Brown family, the entire Brown and Ward family. My heart goes out to you. I pray comfort over you, and that you guys will be okay. It takes time for something like this, I'm sure. I can't even imagine the pain that the parents are going through just to lose a child.
Absolutely.
Before their time. So rest in peace to Bobby Brown Jr.
Yes, rest in peace. And lift up some prayers for Bobby Brown. He's been through a lot.
He's been through a lot in the
lifetime.
last 5 to 6 years. He's been through
He's
a lot.
lost his ex-wife, his daughter, and now his son.
And now his son, yeah.
Lift him up.
Just lift him up in prayer. The whole Boston 617, because this is touchy to the whole 617 area, as well. As you guys know, we are from the 617 area.
That's right.
So this is touchy, very touchy, and it actually does hit home. And it's not the coronavirus this time; it's just what 2020 has been doing.
Right.
And so I can't wait for 21.
Yes.
So once again, rest in peace to the young king. And hearts goes out to the Ward and Brown family.
Yes.
Blessings to you all. All right. Once again, this is another episode of VOD, brought to you by the Social Maximus. I am Shannyn Casino.
And I'm Tasha B, y'all.
All right. Every Wednesday, guys, check us out. I see ya.
I see ya.
Hey good people, thank you once again for clicking the link and joining us on VOD, the open discussion, brought to you by the Social Maximus. Be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel, and don't forget to like and share the episodes with your friends. Once again, my name is Shannyn Casino. Thank you for watching.